Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of the FinTech Hunting Podcast. We have an absolute fantastic guest for you today. He's an industry thought leader, a FinTech innovator, an AI evangelist, and a product and pricing leader. Please help me welcome to the show, Dawar Alimi, CEO of LenderPrice. Dawar, welcome to the show.
Michael, thank you for having me, and it's such a joy to be part of your podcast, and you've done such a fantastic job throughout the years, and you're a thought leader and a leader in our industry that I look up to.
Well, thank you. I greatly appreciate that compliment. It was wonderful to see you at the MBA Annual. LenderPrice did so many great networking events, and I have to say, some of my most fruitful conversations were conversations that I had at networking events that you guys put on. So thank you for that. And tell me, what were some of your key takeaways from Annual?
Well, number one, I think that Annual had a phenomenal turnout. I think the venue was nice. We're thrilled to see so many familiar faces. As you know, when you go to these conferences, just seeing friends that you know in the industry, you talk to them on the phone, you get on the call with them via Zoom or Skype, or Google Meets. I don't even know if people use Skype anymore, but Google Meets. um, and just to see them and shake hands and give them a hug, I think is fantastic. The conference was a whirlwind of activity for us. We had more meetings than we've ever expected. We had actually 3 to 4 meetings at the same time. So it
Congratulations.
was clear that the mortgage industry is buzzing with innovation and excitement for the future, and not only for other vendors and solutions out there, but as well as our pricing solution.
Well, I love it. And as you talk about innovation, you guys have had an incredible year in 2024. You've rolled out a number of, I almost caution to use the word enhancements because some of them are brand new innovation. Walk me through some of those, whether it's CoreX or what you're doing with AI or bulk price. Give me a perspective on why you rolled those out and kind of the value that they're bringing to the lenders.
Yeah, so we continue, I mean, in my opinion, to lead the way of cutting edge solutions in the pricing space. I mean, for those that don't know the makeup of LenderPrice, I mean, I've been in the industry for 20 years, not only owning a wholesale mortgage company, but also being a software engineer. Um, but my co-founder is a software engineer. His brother is a software engineer. His cousin is a software engineer. They all have graduate degrees in computer science. We all do. And so that kind of tells you like the pedigree that we have in the company to driving, software in our excitement and our love for building software. Now, when it comes to the various platforms that we've announced this year, or features and functionality, the first one is CoreX. CoreX is our new correspondent portal. It streamlines operations for lenders for their correspondent partners and making the entire process more efficient and user-friendly. This is the first commercially available correspondent portal that we built from the ground up. So think of it this way, Michael. It's a brand new application from the ground up. So it's like building an application and having that integrated to Encompass's TPOC, and it's got an abstraction layer to integrate with any other LOS. So that's our correspondent portal called CoreX. The next thing that we did is that we rebranded our artificial intelligent loan assistant tool called Ayla. So at first it was, we didn't really have a name, so we rebranded it.
Okay.
Ayla leverages advanced AI and machine learning to optimize workflows, provides things like near misses. It provides a personalized recommendation and enhances the overall loan pricing experience. So it's not just about automation, it's about intelligent assistant that adapts to each unique pricing scenario. The other thing that we introduced is bulk price, and this is phenomenal for our industry today. The solution provides servicers and lenders and allows them to provide so we do bulk pricing. We do about 100 million loans, a month for just one particular lender that that has a servicing portfolio. We've got about five different lenders that are running over 100 million loans a month through this bulk pricer, and it's a powerful tool for identifying refinancing opportunities. So So it lets services know which loans are in the money, so they don't lose these loans to a competitor, or lose them, or get these borrowers to refinance with someone else. And they also tailor it for any marketing needs that they want. So it's crucial for a lot of the lenders out there. Now, I heard this metric or this number that out of the refinances that were done last year, I believe like 10 to 15% of the refinances was done in the broker channel. So wholesale lenders really need to take advantage of this. The retail lenders are doing this, but
Right.
wholesale lenders need this. Now you're seeing some of the big players that do this already, like UWM. They help the broker community by pricing out, by using things like bulk pricer, and by letting their brokers know which uh, borrowers they should be contacting before someone else does. This is how you help your core clients.
Well, I love it. And we can go on and on. You guys continue to innovate. And I think that's one of the critical things as lenders and servicers are looking for the right partner. They need someone that they can collaborate with, but more importantly, someone who continues to deliver value in the industry. You guys are doing a fantastic job there. We talked a little bit about AI from your specific offering, but let's talk a little bit from a big picture perspective of where do you see AI at in the industry? I see some lenders putting their head in the sand and kind of not sure if it's going to take off. And I see some of the big players investing heavily. And I think when the market shifts, there's going to be a big market share grab. Give me some of your thoughts on AI and how it's impacting the industry.
Yeah, I think that as a vendor, you have to incorporate AI as part of your strategy. Now, whether you want to make it a bulk of your budget or a portion of your budget, you have to incorporate it because AI is transformationally changing things around the world.
Right.
Um, and now there's some vendors that AI is drastically helping their core solutions, like a lot of the doc vendors or solutions where they can use AI to identify what type of documents are uploaded by a borrower. So it's helping there. We're looking at it from a lab perspective. So we've got to deal with. So we have regulatory issues that we have to keep in mind. The CFPB put out notices that says be careful. So we have an obligation to our customers in ensuring that whatever solution we provide, that it doesn't violate any lending laws. So we have to keep in mind. So that's why, like, while we have ALA, we're being very cautious in how we actually introduce it because we don't want to get our lenders in trouble. We are responsible for them, and the CFPB has made it known that although as a lender, you know, you have a responsibility of hiring responsible vendors that know what they're doing. So we are in, we do have a portion of our budget that's focusing on AI. As you can see, we're announcing ALA, but we're being very cautious in terms of like what the solution can do and shouldn't do.
Well, I love that approach because I don't think AI is going away. The analogy I always use when I got in the industry, people had all this fear about the internet and how are we going to use the internet and are we going to let our employees use it? I don't think AI is going away, but I think to your point, it has to be implemented strategically. It's got to be implemented responsibly. And it's critical that you align with partners who understand how to do it the right way, and don't just use it as a buzzword to try to gain some traction. Talk to me about, what should lenders be focusing on as we head into 2025?
Yeah, as we head into 2025, I think lenders should be really focusing on still embracing digital transformation. I think the mortgage industry is rapidly evolving. I think lenders need to leverage technology to streamline processes and enhance customer experience. And a lot of vendors are doing a fantastic job in providing solutions. Um, adapting to changing in demographics. With Gen Z entering the housing market, I think lenders really need to reassess their loan products and engagement strategies to meet this generation's unique needs and preferences. You got Brian Vio that's really focusing on that. You have certain folks that are just really honing in on that. It's really important. Obviously, we talked about leveraging AI and machine learning. I think that's something that you definitely should look at and make sure that you've got a lender that is keeping an eye on it. Whether they're and if they are putting it out for marketing reasons, that should be a red flag. And I think those four things are things that come to mind right now.
I love it. And I think as we head into 2025, one of the first big conferences of the year is ICE Experience. You guys have a wonderful relationship with ICE. Talk to me about that relationship, how important integration is, and the buzzword that everyone's talking about as it relates to ICE is the SDK sunsetting. Walk me through a little bit of kind of how you guys see that and how it impacts what you're doing and your integration with ICE.
Yeah, so I mean, our relationship with ICE Mortgage Technology continues to strengthen. Um, it provides an immense value to our mutual clients. ICE is obviously a bigger, the bigger organization in the space that you have to integrate with. Our seamless integration with Encompass allows users to access, accurate rate information. I think that with them having their new APIs allows a complete reset in terms of how people can integrate. The SDK is something that had to be sunsetted. In order for ICE to progress as an innovative company, they needed to move away from SDK. SDK is something that you do, was available previously when APIs were not prevalent, but
Right.
now you have to do it. Now, the transition away from SDA functionality, lenders is, we're number one, well positioned to help lenders navigate this change, and we have been. And by offering a modern API-based solution that aligns perfectly with the ICE's future direction, helps newer clients that are looking at us see the value of our deep integration. Now, we've heard in the mortgage community that we've got the best integration out there. And that's because, we've been doing this for a while. When we started in 2016, 2017, we did the SDK integration. We knew what the drawbacks were. And as ICE announced their APIs, we helped in providing feedback of what they needed to do with their SDIs. And we continually do that. So the CoreX platform that we created, that required ICE to create new APIs and new integrations with us. So having this type of relationship allows both companies to provide not only a better solution, but better integrations that ultimately helps our mutual clients.
No, I absolutely love it. Dawar, you and I could go on and on. You always have so many great insights. You are welcome back anytime. If people want to get a hold of LenderPrice, if they want to find out more, if they want a demo of any of those innovative solutions, what's the best way they can get a hold of your team?
Reach out to me on LinkedIn if you like. You could go to our website, and most people know my email address. I don't know if I should put my email address here because then I might get some unsolicited email address from people that are outside our industry. But feel free to call me. If you guys don't have my email address or my number, get it from other people. Give me a call. I'm the type of person that you can't call me on the phone. You can't text me. I will pick up and we'll talk.
I absolutely love it. Thank you once again for your knowledge and your insights. You're always so willing to share those. And it's great having you on as a guest of this episode of the FinTech Hunting Podcast.
Thank you, Michael.